in this class we are going to study rules for IUPAC naming. What are the rules that we have to follow while giving IUPAC naming? International Union Applied Pure and Applied Chemistry. This is the full form of IUPAC. First rule, longest chain rule. That means whatever the substance example you will get, from that you have to select that chain which is the longest one. Here I have taken two examples. In the first example, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This 6 carbon chain is the longest chain. But if I will select this one point that you have to keep it in mind, that chain you have to select which do not break. It should not be broken one. It should be continuous, long chain should be there. So if we take this chain 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 carbon chain. But if we consider this one 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 5 carbon in this chain. So we will consider the one which is having large number of carbon atoms. So we will start numbering from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Okay. Now in this the second example, how to select the longest chain? You can see if I take this straight chain, the chain can be straight or can be twisted in any way. That should be round also, wavy also, any way the chain can be there, but it should be the longest. Now in this we will see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There is a 5 carbon chain when we will select the longest straight chain. But when we will see the another way, we will see that there are more carbon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So if we will count in this way, we will see the continuity of the chain is there, and that way we are getting 7 carbons here. But if we will see this way, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now here there is, if we will continue see this is the 6 carbon chain. So we have to select the longest chain. So I will mark the chain which is the longest one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. So in this way, this is the longest chain that we have selected. You can see here I will mark in this way. This is the longest chain. Okay. So first point clear. Now come to the second point. Larger chain, larger number of side chain. That means we have to select that chain which is having large number of side chain. This is the side chains, or you can see that just like the substituent group attached. You can instead of side chain, you can also call it as substituents. We will select that chain which is having more number of substituent. So these two are the example that is given. We will see how it works. If I select the longest chain, see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 carbon is there, and there are 2 substituent group attached. This one and 2 substituent group is attached. So this is the one example, and see this one the second example. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is also one of the chain. This is also one of the chain which is having 6 number of carbon. Here also there are 6 number of carbon, and here also 6 number of carbon. But the difference is that in the first example there are 2 substituent attached. In the second example there is only 1 substituent attached. So the correct will be the first one. That means we will consider this one as the correct one. We will select this chain because it is having 2 substituent group attached to it. Third rule that we will follow, lowest number rule. Lowest number rule, that means when we give the numbering to the chain, we have to follow one rule. That means that chain will be selected, or numbering will be done from that side where the substituent group is near. You see, this is the substituent group that is attached to this chain. So if we will number from here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is the 6 carbon chain, and the third carbon substituent group is attached. But if we will start numbering from this side 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But if we will start numbering from this side, then the substituent group comes in the 4th position. That will be wrong. So the rule says that we have to number from that side where the substituent group is near. Come to the next rule, lowest set of locant rule. This lowest set of locant rule means you have to see that whichever side you are numbering the substituent, numbering the chain having the substituent, you have to add the substituent and see whether which one is coming to as lower. This is again one chain having 5 carbon here. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and here also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In this, if I will take this chain, one more thing. So you can see many ways, you can see so many chains you are going through. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 carbon chain. When you will name from here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 carbon chain, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 carbon chain. So you have to select the one which is the longest. First you have select the one which is the longest. That means this one is you have selected, and now you have to see the numbering from where you are giving. So when the numbering is done, you will say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. While numbering, you see this one with the third carbon, one substituent is attached, and to the fourth carbon also one substituent group is attached. Okay, so when you have to add the position of the substituent group. When we are numbering from this side, the substituent group is attached to the third position and the fourth position. So on addition, you will get the 7. But when we start numbering from this side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, at that time you will get 4 and 3. That is also coming to be the same. Yes, children, by mistake it was said that 3, but when we'll name, will come there again 1, 2, 3, 4. To the fourth position, one substituent group attached, and to the fifth carbon another substituent attached. This, because of this 3, it was some mistake has been done, but it is the fifth carbon to which this substituent is attached. So when we will count the two part, we will see when we are numbering from this side, the locant, that means the substituent group which is added, the position is added, which after addition the sum is coming lower will be selected, and the sum which is coming higher will not be selected. That will become wrong. Now we will see the next rule, name of branched chain alkene. Now how you will name the branch chain? For naming this branch chain, you have to select the parent name, that is the longest name carbon. We have to see which one is that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 carbons. So that means we are talking about something of butane. Okay, the butane, and to the second carbon ethyl is attached. So how you will name it as, position will be 1, 2, 3, 4. So your naming will be 2-ethyl butane. Now here, why we have named 2-ethyl butane? Because the position in the carbon to which the substituent group is attached has to be mentioned here, 2-ethyl butane. Next, importance has to be given to the alphabetical order. That means alphabetical order. What alphabetical order you have to follow to the of the side chain that is attached. See children, here one example I have written, and rest we will see in another part. This is one chain CH3 having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 carbon chain is there, and to the second carbon again we will numbering from this side where the substituent group is near. So I will start numbering 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 carbon. To the second carbon, one alkyl group attached. To the third carbon, one alkyl group is attached. So while numbering, we will see the name of the compound. This is methyl, M, it starts with M, and this is ethyl, it starts with E. So naming of the eth, alphabetically coming, E coming first, should be named first, and M coming next to it, should be named to the next. So how you will name? 3-ethyl 2-methyl hexane. So name will be 3-ethyl 2-methyl hexane. In this way. Now next topic which we will see here is that with the primary, secondary and tertiary carbon. You should know what is primary, what is secondary and tertiary. If a long chain carbon is there and it is attached to the main carbon chain from one bond, then this is considered as primary. And to the secondary, you see this is the bond with which it is attached to the main chain, and the carbon with which it is attached is having 2 alkyl groups attached to it. Then it is known as secondary. And the chain which is attached to the main chain having 3 more alkyl groups attached to it, it is known as tertiary. This secondary is also known as iso, and tertiary is also known as neo.
3.
Yes, what we have talked about iso and neo and primary, secondary, tertiary. With that, we will see the example here. This is the longest chain I have written here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 carbon chain is there. That means we are talking about decane. Okay, decane means 10 carbon chain. Now in this, to the fourth carbon, we will name it as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 carbon chain. To the fourth carbon, the alkyl group which is attached is iso group or secondary. So we will name the secondary word or iso word will also be attached to the compound along with the alphabetical term that we are using it. So this is also iso. So the name of this compound will be, you see, the 2 alkyl group that is attached here. This is attached to the 5th carbon. This is attached to the 4th carbon. Now to the 4th carbon, what is there? This is secondary propyl group attached. To the 5th carbon, it is isobutyl is attached. So B comes first and P comes next. So our naming of the compound will be 5 secondary butyl 4 isopropyl decane. This way. That means iso word or secondary word should also be named, the name should be kept along with the substituent group which has been attached. Next rule that we have to follow here, number of different alkyl group when attached in the same position. So what we have to do? See, this is the longest chain having 2 alkyl group attached here. But on seeing while numbering, we will see that both the side, from here also 3rd carbon alkyl group is attached. From this side also, when we will count, the alkyl group is attached. Both the way. So from which side the numbering should be done? The numbering should be done from that side where the alphabetical word is coming first. That is ethyl. E comes first, then M, methyl. So numbering should be done from that side where alphabet is coming to the lower. Okay. So the numbering from this side, that is methyl, M coming first, will become wrong. Next rule that we have to follow, naming of same alkyl group at different carbon. So you can see a long chain having same alkyl group. The substituent group which is attached here are the similar type, same type, not different. But they are present in different position. So what to be done? This side also 2nd carbon, this side also 2nd carbon. But here again we have to sum up the locands. When we will number from this side, so what will come? 1, 2, 3, 4. So we'll name it or name it as 2. To the 2nd carbon, methyl group attached, and to the 4th carbon, 2 methyl group is attached. 2, 4, 4 trimethyl, as 3 methyl group is attached. So trimethyl complete chain name is pentane. 5 carbon chain, so pentane. Okay. If we will start numbering from this side, what we will get? 2, 2 and 2, 3, 4. 2, 2, 4. Again trimethyl pentane. So which should be correct? We will add this part. 4 plus 4, 8, 9, 10. This total is coming to be as, this total is coming as 10 and this total is coming as 8. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So the correct answer will be the 8. The summation which is coming to be the lower will be considered. So numbering, our correct numbering will be from this side. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Not from this side. Rest of the rules we will study in our next section.